Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Am I free to go?
This time.
Why is that?
All right. So this is where we're at, okay? You've had some marijuana, okay? I do not want you driving off in your car.
I never said I was going to. I always come down
listen,
here
hear me
and
out.
walk around.
You want me to explain it to you? I'm explaining it to you, okay? But when we start talking to you and you start putting the keys in the ignition, what am I assuming? That you're going to drive off
I
high.
was just trying to put my window up.
I don't know this.
It's very cold.
Okay,
You
and
can
you're
see I'm shaking right now. I'm not wearing the jacket you're wearing.
and that's fine. And I'm not wearing a jacket either. So what I'm saying is, because you've had marijuana, I don't want you putting the keys in the car and getting yourself hurt or in trouble. All right? And then when I give you a lawful order, for your safety and mine, because I don't know what you're doing, you need to step out of the car. All right? That could be an obstruction charge, but all I care about is everybody's safety. Yours, mine, his. I don't know you from Adam and Eve, okay?
Me neither.
And I can't assume, right? Okay.
Yes.
So all you have to do is listen to us. We get on the same page. We're cool, okay? I don't mind explaining everything I've done.
Right.
Okay.
Now Now we're on the same page on that.
Okay.
On that. And cooperating with you.
Cooperation
Yes.
supported. Okay.
Now
You're not under arrest.
Right.
You wanted to speak to a supervisor, and I don't want you driving off. Okay.
Yes.
But when you're putting the keys in the ignition, I can't assume, and I'm not going to wait for you to start the car and leave to see you get hurt or killed.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying with that.
Okay.
But you guys also understand and cooperate with me that the owner of that property doesn't want to be giving away money to people he doesn't want to, just because another person is coming
the black
to take it.
car?
Yes.
Okay. So the deal with that car is because it has no plates on it, the VIN's covered up. It seems like
the VIN is not covered up. There is a clear VIN.
On the front window, we can't see the VIN. So it's just
there's a VIN on the back of the plate, the back where the plate should go.
So if you know the property owner of that car, you just need to tell them that they need to move that car so we don't tow it. So if they move it like 200 feet forward, as long as they're moving that vehicle back and forth, then it's not an abandoned vehicle. You understand?
It's not an abandoned vehicle because there's a sign on it that's indicating it's not.
People post signs on their car all the time. We can only go with the letter of the law. There's no plates on the vehicle. The VIN is coming back, or the premise is coming back as an expired car, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So all they have to do is move the car either 100 feet forward or 100 feet back, or just show that it's being active for us, okay? That way we're not going to tow it, okay?
I can understand that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's perfectly legal. As you know, the Fourth Amendment covers the right to be free from illegal search and seizure.
The Fourth Amendment does not cover an abandoned vehicle on the roadway.
This is not an abandoned vehicle.
No, we're having a conversation. We're going to get on the same page. Okay. All right. From our perception, it's an abandoned vehicle. Okay. Now, if we come back and that vehicle has moved, because you see where we put that little yellow tag on the vehicle?
Yes.
That's noting where we've contacted that vehicle, the block, the time, and the date. Okay. So if another deputy comes up and notes that tag, and that vehicle has moved from the location where we tagged it, then it's no longer an abandoned vehicle. Okay? Search and seizure is not relevant when we're enforcing the public parking roadway, okay? You understand?
I get what you're saying, but still, this property is not obstructing the public road, and it's doing no harm by it being there. I have heard no complaint from anybody that's
part of our job. Well, the complaints come from the state, okay? So we're driving around, we're looking for stolen cars, we're looking for abandoned vehicles. People dump cars all the time for various reasons. We don't need a person to file a complaint about a vehicle. All we have to do is being riding around. When we see a vehicle like that, all we do is put a sticker on it. And then once that vehicle moves, end of story. All right? We're not out to like just tow people's cars randomly. We're out to just keep the roadway clean of abandoned cars and from people doing illegal activity. Okay?
Right.
All right. So my question to you, I called my sergeant like you asked, so you can speak to him if you want. I just don't want you driving off in that car.
I wasn't planning on.
And I didn't know that, but now that we're on the same page, perception's everything, right? Putting the keys in the ignition and rolling up the window on me, that's changing perception very quickly, okay? So you got to keep that in mind. I know that you think that at the time you're like, well, this is what I'm doing. It's all about what I'm seeing as well, not just what you're seeing, okay?
True,
because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. Yeah,
right. It's
Smoking
the
weed is
same.
fine.
It's the same way for me, you know,
Right.
when I'm just, enjoying the beautiful neighborhood that I
understand.
live in, and I just see two men come out of nowhere, turning on lights, trying to take away what's mine.
Well, you asked us to come
you
to your
would
location.
feel some way too.
Right, and I understand. But you asked us to come speak to you, which we did, okay?
Yes.
And now that we're all on the same page,
Mhm.
future reference when you're contacting law enforcement, you need to listen, okay? Don't be making movements and unknown hand movements because I don't know where your hands are going, okay? We all have families, we're all human beings. I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Right.
Perception's everything, okay? So for future reference, you can film. There's nothing illegal about that.
Right.
That's cool.
I understand.
totally
I was
respect
trying to
that.
put
But
my
you need-
window
but-
up just for the
Right.
sole purpose
Right.
that not very long ago I've had, that's bleaching public trust. Actually, I've had one of you guys make a forced entry to my property, and that's why I was trying to secure myself and make sure.
Well, I
don't
can't
get
answer
hurt.
for actions in the past, and I wasn't there in the past, okay?
Yeah.
But just for future reference, when we contact you, we tell you to do something, you need to do it immediately, because if you don't, that's creating perception for us of he's not listening and he's about to drive off, okay?
Yeah,
Is that fair enough?
I wouldn't do such thing.
All right, well, here's my sergeant since you requested to speak to him, and I'll get your ID.
Okay. Good. Everything has been settled. I appreciate your time.
All right.
Time to come here.
Yep, take care.
Thank you.
There you go, sir.
All right.
All right.
You guys take care.
All right, thank you.